Hello, students. Good evening. So, students, today in the morning, as I face a problem that some of the students are not able to, not able to, create an interest in chemistry. Whatever they are facing the problem. This student, one two things I want to, make the, concept clear that when the concept is not clear, firstly you try to understand from the teachers. It is not clear that you go through the books, student. One, two times you go through the books, and then what you have to do. There are in the nowadays there are so many things are available on internet, student. You can go, you can browse on the YouTube also, or you can Google it out so that you will have some of the ideas, student. And the thing is that student, what he is saying that is the interest is less. Interest will develop, student. How interest will develop? The more you will study the chemistry, the more you will find the interest in chemistry. Okay, that is what I am saying. That is, you read out, read out, read out, and when you are doing 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, 4 days, ultimately you will find that is you will find somewhat interest in the chemistry. Okay, and student, here in the whatever we what the we are taking the class, student. So we are giving you the clear concepts. Okay, we are giving the clear concept, and once the concept is being done, we are on the based on the concept we are giving you the questions. Okay, that question you have to solve. For example, student, how can we do? Suppose we are teaching any one questions. Okay, one topic. We have done the one topic, like, for example, the photoelectric effect. Whatever the type of the in the photoelectric effect, whatever the type possible type of the question can come in photoelectric effect, that you go all the possible type of, like that in the photoelectric effect. They are the what is the kinetic energy of the electron, what is the work function, what is the energy of the photon. So these all the 4 5 types of question are being asked. Okay, they will ask the frequency, they can ask the wavelength. So all the 4 5 types of question are being framed on that. So you try to summarize and compile the question at the particular places. Okay. I know another hand, when we are studying the Bohr's atomic model, student. So you should know that is what type of question is being asked in the exams. Like that question is being asked on the radii. Question is being asked on the energy of the orbit. Question is also being asked, on the hydrogen spectrum. Okay, for the hydrogen, helium plus and lithium 2 plus. Okay, and they also are the number of spectral lines also. So, student, when you are studying any particular heading now, in the morning hours you are studying the headings, and evening you make sure that you are going to pack up the concept in your mind so well, so that you can solve any type of problem when the exam will come in the and the more, secondly, what is important, student, second thing is that whatever the unit test, whatever the tests are which are being held, weekly tests, that you try to attend the student, because these tests are designed by the very profound teachers. Okay, they know, they are the master in designing the paper. And certainly, every week you are writing the paper. At the end of the year, you will find that is thousand of paper you have done before the Neet exam or J exam. So what this paper is going to, it will really boost up you. It will really make you perfect. How to attempt the question, how to increase the speed to solve the question, how to do the mind calculation for the questions. So these things are very important, student. The unit test is very important. Secondly, when you are going a student, that is the one more thing which I want to convey, student, that is practice. Okay, student. So practice is very important, student. Practice is very important. The more you practice, the more you become perfect in that particular things. Okay. The more you practice, the more you become the particular, more perfect in that particular subject. So what I mean, student, that is when you are studying nowadays, you are studying the physical chemistry, and physical chemistry is more about the solving the numerical. So more you solve the numerical, whenever you are facing the problem, you can contact with your teachers. Okay, student. Anyhow, if you are not able to contact with your teachers, student, you can you can Google it out, student. There are so many options are there. You can go on Doubtnuts, or anything. There are the, so many options are there on internet. You can go there also. And if you want to save your time, you try to contact with the teacher. Some of my students are not doing coaching, thing is, that students are also facing the problems. That is those who pass the board exam and they are not able to, get the admission in the any of the coaching institute because of, this pandemic. And another thing is the financial crisis. Dear student, one thing I want to say, that is self study. Okay, you can do the self study, there is no problem about it, but it takes much time to understand the each and every concept. Okay, so it's, of course, it is difficult, but it is not impossible. If you are not able to enroll yourself in the any coaching, try to have some online platform student. There are so many online platform are there. They are charging very less, so there you can go student. And because student, there are certain things are there which is not mentioned in the books. You know that comes through the experience. When without teachers, when you are going to learn that concept, how can you do? How can you imagine? When we study, first time something, it really take too much time to understand student. It takes really too much. But when you are taking the help of the teacher, the time become the reduced. Okay, understanding time become reduced. You get the some clue, some motivational regarding that particular concepts. Okay, so that is what I am saying. That is, you, if you are not able to enroll in the any physical classes, virtual classes, so you try to go for the online programs. Students, you can easily, get the, very cheap basis online program. But don't try to make things that you will be able to achieve, for the years. You cannot do anything because competition is very heavy. Student, this year, you will find that is the coming years, what will be, that is the better you have the, concept, better places you will go. Student, better concept will result in the better result, and better result will give provide you the better college, and better college will provide you the quality of life, standard life. Okay, so these things you keep in mind. Student, that is those who are studying, those who are my student, that one thing you keep in your mind. Student, that is, this is the, for 11th standard 1.5 years is there, and the for 12th standard hardly 8 or 9 months are there. Student, okay, by the end of the years, they will release the, form student for the JEE mains. So what I am saying is, student, that is the, you focused yourself. Okay, these 2 years, don't go for the, relatives, don't go for the party. Just try to sit somewhere and try to study. Student, you keep your everything on your study. And once the you crack the IIT or the NEET exams, students, your life will be very smooth, your life will be stable. That is what from my side the motivation is all about. Okay, and those who are facing the problem, you can contact us. Student, that is, you will really get the help from us also. And try to read make a timetable. Student, make the timetable, how many hours you are studying at the home. Okay, after that, how many hours you are having. Because hardly, student, you try to sleep 5 to 6 hours. 6 hours is enough. Student, for these 2 years you sleep less. I know coming years you will be getting more time for sleeping. Student, so 2 years student, that is, you make your health and, concentration in such a way, that is the 8 hours you remove. Student, for the doing all the your works, physical works, whatever the eating, bathing, sleeping, this all thing, 8 9 years, 8 9 hours. Even you are spending 10 hours. Student, there is a 12 14 hours is being left, 14 15 hours. In that 14 15 hours, I hope that is 3 4 hours is going for the online classes. Still you have the 10 hours. 10 hours, you divide the 10 hours into 4 5 subjects. Student, 2 2 hours you are getting. Those who are having computer science, they can divide into the, physics, chemistry, math, and computer science and English. This subjected you make 2 2 hours. And those who are not opting for the, computer side, like physical education is there, so they have much more time. Student, you can go for the 2.5 hours for the chemistry self study. I'm talking about. Student, how can you do self study? Student, you solve the chemistry problem, whatever you have, if you are studying in the Narayana Institute, you solve the problem from the modules. Student, and why you need to solve from the module student. This is the systematic. These are the systematic books student that follows the whatever being asked from the NEET exam. So you have to follow that book. So you firstly you follow that book, and then at the end of the book there are chapters. They are also given the previous year. So after that you solve, that is what the previous year. Really you will find that is after solving the exercise 1, 2, level 1, level 2, you will find that is you are able to cover the whatever the previous year question is being asked. So very really it's very easy student. So that way you can keep yourself student. Like in the 11th standard we have already covered so many chapter, like that is the basic concept of chemistry, redox reaction, atomic structure, periodic properties, chemical bonding. Around 5 6 chapter we have covered student, almost physical chemistry, 5 6 chapters covered. So 6 chapter means almost 24 to 30 marks we have covered for the NEET exam student. Even for the JEE exam also we have covered. So these whatever the chapter we have finished student, you go through the previous year questions also, try to solve the problem. Okay, try to keep the concept much in your mind, so that it will be a very great for you. And I hope this will be helpful student. Thank you so much for being online student. Thank you so much.